Hi, my name's Brett Slosher. I'm the founder of Prebuck.
And I'm Tyler Kukovich. I'm a sales representative of Prebuck, and today we're going to be walking you through the installation of our pre-engineered parapet cap. When looking at our base piece of parapet cap, the material is always going to be 1.5 inches thick, and then based on the detail, we can pitch this material to create slope. If you can see with this piece here, again, it's going to be 1.5 inches thick. The slope is 3/8 of an inch per foot. This here is a 16-inch piece that would be used for fastening to a CMU, concrete, a wall of that type, and we put countersunk anchor openings in there. And now Brett is going to talk about some other options that we offer to meet the needs of your project.
Some of the different options are we can do a large bevel, which is a real aggressive bevel. Also, we can do as a small bevel, and we can do these on our window and door bucks also. Small bevel here. Openings, 1.25 inch round, countersunk anchor opening for basically designed for concrete application. We also have a 2.5 to 3 inch slot. This slot is designed for application to wet concrete. We call it a wet set plate system, where set this on the wet concrete and drop the J-bolt into the wet concrete. Radiused edge here, where we can just radius the edge. This is what we call a fascia extender, where if our coping needs some more area to attach to on the outside, what we do is we come in underneath and nail or screw from the underneath, and this will give us a 3-inch face to attach aluminum copings to.
And the other thing worth noting, while Brett was holding up these pieces and you see that they're color coded, that's another awesome aspect of Prebuck. You'll get a bunch of different details. So you may have a detail that requires this fascia extender on one part of the building. Well, another part of the building, you may just have one piece pre-pitched and it's a little wider. With this piece, we could color code it, whatever we collaborate with your team on and deem as a good color for that, so that it creates easy installation on the job site. Now we're going to talk about our recommended tools while installing our pre-engineered parapet cap. As always, safety first. We recommend having a hard hat, some sort of safety gloves, eye protection. Moving on towards the actual tools themselves, it's always good to have some sort of marking utensil, some sort of string line to make sure that your layout is straight. We have a square here, but a speed square will work as well. The only place that you're really going to have to cut is on the corners. You're going to have to miter cut those corners. You will need some sort of saw. A circular saw will work well, again, on making those miter cuts. Always good to have some sort of tape measure.
You're going to need an impact drill. Also, you're going to need screws for wood or metal. You're going to need a rotary hammer drill for putting in masonry bolts. That's about it.
Now that you've got your work area set up and you have all the necessary tools on the job site, it's important to talk about the preparation for laying down your parapet cap. So first and foremost, you want to make sure that the substrate that you're going to be putting the parapet cap on is clear of any debris, you know that the substrate in itself is straight, and it's going to be a good surface to lay the material on. So we've looked at this, we've cleared it of any debris. We're going to lift our piece of parapet cap up and get it set on the wall.
16 foot.
Now in this example here, this is just a shorter piece. Again, if you were buying this material from us, it would be a 16-foot piece cut to whatever width you need on your specific project. When you're doing your layout, we always recommend choosing a corner and starting from that corner. In this case, we're going to start from this corner, but what we need to do before we start is we need to miter cut this, and then we can continue to run our parapet down this wall section. However you decide you want to work your way around the building, at some point you are going to need to butt another piece up against this piece and later on we'll show you how we work through that, because there is going to be a different size piece attaching to this 12-inch piece here. Now that we've made our 45-degree line here on the board for our 90-degree corner, so that we can start our layout, Brett is going to cut that corner so that we can get started. Now that we've cut this corner, we're ready to start our installation on this wall. One thing to note, this is rough carpentry, so this cut on this corner doesn't have to be perfect. Once we end up bringing this other piece, you may notice a slight gap. Again, it's rough carpentry, and this wall is going to be covered. The one thing you want to make certain is just that the length of the board is sufficient. So what we're going to do in this application, we're going to flush the back side of this parapet cap up with the back side of the wall, and then we'll start our layout from there. So again, this wall has been straightened. I've flushed it up with the wall on the back side here. I've flushed it up with the corner, the inside corner, and started my miter. You want to look at the plans and specs for specific fasteners and specific fastening pattern. In most steel stud and wood stud applications, what we see are 6 inches from the edge of the material in. Within 6 inches, you want to have a fastener. And then from there, a staggered pattern at 12 inches on center. So a staggered screw pattern, again, on steel stud and wood stud application. Now that we have our piece flushed up and where we want it, we're going to start fastening this to the wall and show the installation for you. So now that we've installed this piece on our wall, assuming that on a normal project you would have continued around the building, and now we're tying in our last piece. As you see on many projects, you don't just have one size for every wall detail. So in this case, this piece is 12 inches, a true 12 inches, as you can see here, 1 foot. Well, this wall section here is 16 inches. And with Prebuck, it makes it easy to tie both pieces together. So what we did is we kept our drop when we miter cut this corner. We can use this as a template to tie into our 16-inch piece, and it'll make this transition seamless. And now we're going to cut this edge, and we're going to tie the two together and show you how we finish up this project. So now that we have this 16-inch piece cut, we're going to tie it into this 12-inch existing piece and finish off this parapet cap. So as you can see, we have this detail here to make it so that we can marry these two different size pieces together. So again, I'm going to align this flush with the back side of the wall. As I said before, there's going to be a little bit of a gap here when you're working with a circular saw, a handheld saw, and not working with a compound miter saw. We want to have that first fastener within the first 6 inches of this corner, and then from there we start our staggered pattern 12 inches on center for the remainder of the board. Now that we've finished up this Prebuck pre-engineered parapet cap mock-up, I hope you can see how much time and labor savings Prebuck can provide. All the material will come custom cut to the exact measurement you need. For more information, feel free to reach out to us on the 800 number below or check out our website. Good luck on the job site.
Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed what you saw, be sure to like and subscribe. To watch the next video, click on the link here.